Good morning. Today is Tuesday, August 23rd, and I'm Carmen Blackwell with your 3 News Now morning update. Thank you for spending just a few minutes with me on the WKYC YouTube page. We start you off this morning with a quick check of today's weather forecast with Holly.
All right, Carmen, thank you so much. And what a day it is after a little patchy fog this morning. We are really in for a lot of sunshine and shower chances today. Isolated, 20% or less, in most cases 10%. So that means you're going to see a lot of Tuesday sun. And you know what? It's going to feel great too. Upper 70s, a lot of back to school again today for many districts. We'll be in the 80s and warming things up a bit tomorrow, Thursday, 85 degrees. Just some isolated storm chances for you on Friday. Otherwise, the weekend before Labor Day. Can you believe it? A week from this weekend. And it's looking dry. It's looking hot. By Sunday, we're in the upper 80s to near 90. And then, Carmen, on Monday, we'll be hot again with late day storm chances, upper 80s for highs.
Okay, Holly, sounds good. Well, let's start with the story, your top story of this morning. There's new fallout tonight over the FBI search at Mar-a-Lago. Former President Trump has now filed a lawsuit today to block the Justice Department from reviewing the materials until a special watchdog is appointed. In the meantime, a federal judge today struck down a Justice Department request to keep the affidavit that lays out the reason for the search sealed. Now, the judge has told the government it has until Thursday to propose redactions to this document.
There could be negative repercussions in terms of perhaps feeding a narrative that something is being hidden from the public.
The judge also said heavy redactions in the affidavit could render the document meaningless. Well, here are 3 headlines that we're following for you today. First up, 56 people are under arrest after a statewide human trafficking sting. Now, the sting, called Operation Time's Up, took place over the weekend, targeting illegal massage parlors. Our cameras were rolling in Strongsville as agents raided the New High Spa on West 130th Street. 35 of the so-called Johns are under arrest, accused of trying to buy sex, while another 21 are accused of trying to buy sex from minors. Ohio is ranked 5th in the nation for the highest rates of human trafficking. Also, a hazmat situation in Stark County is under investigation this morning after a chemical was released into the air at a metal recycling facility. County officials say that several workers from U.S. Ecology were sent to the hospital after hydrogen sulfide was released. The chemical, also known as sewer gas, is toxic and extremely flammable. No word on the condition of those workers. The city of Cleveland is hoping to improve and add to area parks. Mayor Justin Bibb's office is now accepting proposals for a 15-year master plan. Cleveland is one of 6 cities nationwide chosen for a program called the 10-Minute Walk Park Equity Accelerator. The goal is to improve safety, accessibility, and programming. And if you have any ideas, the city is taking submissions until September 16th at noon. Well, as students make their way back to the classroom, a local program is scrambling to hire enough teachers for the new year. Prepare low-income children, typically between the ages of 6 weeks and 4 years old, for school. Now, during the pandemic, many Cuyahoga County Head Start teachers took retirement packages and left, and new applicants dwindled. Ohio's largest Head Start program, Cleveland-based Step Forward, is looking to fill 100 positions as soon as possible, nearly 90% of which are teachers.
To be a lead teacher, you need a college degree, you need a bachelor's degree. With an associate's degree, we will pay for you to move up to a bachelor's degree. If you are just freshly out of high school, we can bring you in as a teacher's assistant. So yes, we want parents as well.
Well, Step Forward could fill 24 classrooms if they reach that 100 employee hiring goal, which they hope to do before Head Start's school year begins on September 6th. This is teachers in Ohio's largest school district are on strike this morning. The Columbus Education Association voted to strike Sunday after months of negotiations with the board failed to reach a new contract. Educators were seen picketing on yesterday and at last night's emergency school board meeting. The teachers want to negotiate aspects of their labor contract like building conditions and pay. Meanwhile, Bedford City School District is helping students to get better access to mental health programs. They are expanding their program this year, adding social, emotional learning interventionists who can help both students and teachers right in the classroom. It comes as the American Academy of Pediatrics declared mental health among kids and teens a public health crisis.
I could work with a student and teach them some coping skills, right? But then when they get inside the classroom and they trigger, they forget all those coping skills. So if we have someone in a classroom that has already worked with them on that, they can remind them, take your deep breath. What do you need to do? Do you need to take a walk for a few minutes? Like, to make sure that we're not wasting a whole lot of education time, but that they are being able to get regulated and get their brains back in that mode of learning.
Well, for the second year, Bedford is using student ambassadors, students chosen by teachers for leadership qualities who can be both a listener and a link to adult resources. Let's talk health news now. The FDA has approved the Novavax COVID-19 vaccine for use in children ages 12 to 17 years old. The news comes after the company was granted an emergency use authorization in July for its 2-dose vaccine to be administered to adults over 18 years old. Meanwhile, Pfizer is asking the FDA to authorize an updated version of its COVID-19 booster, which targets the BA.5 Omicron subvariant. Now, the request would cover people ages 12 and up, and the FDA is expected to grant emergency use authorization for the age group sometime in September. This morning, monkeypox vaccine doses are available for states to order right now. And many health officials say they believe help is on the way. Officials are working on a new strategy to prevent the spread of the virus.
We are trying to make sure that some of these universities also have doses of vaccine available. So if there is a case, we can identify close contacts really immediately.
In order to stretch the vaccine supply, health officials are using a new method of injection, inserting the needle at a very shallow angle near the skin surface. The approach is said to spur a stronger immune reaction so that less of the vaccine is needed, allowing officials to split each dose into fifths. So all aboard, it's almost time for one of the area's most beloved holiday attractions. The Cuyahoga Valley Scenic Railroad announced that the return of the North Pole Adventure this November and December. Tickets will be available for purchase for members at the Brakeman level or above starting September 7th at 9 a.m. Tickets for the general public will go on sale on October 5th, and we have all of that information right on our website at WKYC.com. Also, this new event to tell you about, it's first coming to FirstEnergy Stadium this winter. It's hockey. Ohio State will take on Michigan and the face-off on the lake. This will be the first ever hockey game to the stadium, and the game is February 18th. Cleveland Browns and Columbus Crew season ticket members, along with Browns waitlist members, will have early access to tickets starting on August 29th. That's coming up. So public tickets will go on sale September 7th. Well, thank you for taking the time to join me for this 3 News Now morning update. Our digital team will continue to bring you the stories that are making headlines around Northeast Ohio and the world. But in the meantime, make sure that you continue to check out our social media pages and WKYC.com throughout your day. I'm Carmen Blackwell. Be sure to join us tomorrow morning right here starting at 4:30 on Go. Have a great day.